Currently January 27th at 3:48, and this is basically I've been debating starting a YouTube channel for teenagers like who struggle socially, mentally, you know. So I'm going to introduce myself. Okay. Ignore Berlizzi in the back. But I am Madison Berry. I have anxiety. And yeah, that's the sum of it. And basically, if I start this YouTube channel, it'll be dedicated to teenagers who also may have anxiety or struggle, point blank period. Give a little backstory about how my anxiety really got to riling up. Okay, so pandemic happened. I was still social, but towards December of 2021, I was in ninth grade. I know that. I was in ninth grade, December. I got depressed. I stopped eating really. I ate once, and if I did eat, it was like a salad or it was grits. And some days I wouldn't eat. I got super stressed with school and my grades, and I basically started not talking to like anybody. And the only person I was talking to was like 2 people at the time, and then had a friend group thing happen, and like literally like a week after I really started getting depressed, and then boom bam, that happened. So at that point I wasn't talking to anybody. Then come around that February, it was a friend's birthday. He was having a little get together, decided to go out, try to get myself out the house. Plus, I wasn't talking to anybody. I was bored. I was like, yeah, like, let's do it. I used to be a little fun girl, whatever. That's when I realized or admitted that, like, something's very different about me. I literally went out with people and I was boring. I mean, not gonna say I wasn't boring before, but I could have a good time. That's when I was like, okay, but toss to the side. It's been a while since I talked to anybody. It's been months since I really hung out with anybody. So I didn't really think too much of it till 2022. And my mom was already, like, even before 2022, was already speculating that she thought I was depressed or whatever. We just never really talked to anybody about it. We did family therapy, and the lady basically flat out says you have anxiety. Bad anxiety. And I was like, well, yeah, so that's that. And looking back, could definitely see it, but I wish I would have known sooner so that maybe we wouldn't have got to this point. And what I mean by this point is I currently don't talk to anyone at all. When I say at all, I mean at all. Like, I'm not texting anybody. I'm not hanging out with friends, like nothing. That bed right there has been my best friend since 2021. Yeah. And it's not like I haven't talked to anybody over like 2022. Yeah, like when I'm in 11th grade now, I'm a junior. When I was in 10th grade, it was like one person I was really finna lie. That was a lie. It was like 3 people who I talked to every now and then. One was somebody I've known since kindergarten. Like every now and then we might check up on each other. Another was a girl that I've known since middle school. We would text every now and then. And another was a dude. When we texted, we texted. And when we didn't, we didn't. So like, there's that. So it wasn't like I was really talking to anybody like on a closer to daily basis, like, oh, we kicking it and stuff. Oh my god. Sorry, y'all. I got these lashes and my natural lashes are long, so they already irritate me. Ooh, okay. We're good. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. But going into, like, my junior year, well, going towards, like, the end of my sophomore year, I really wasn't talking to anybody. Like, nobody at all. Like, and I was really bored. So, there's that. Going into my junior year, me and my mom both decided I'm going back to school. I've been doing online the past 2 years due to the pandemic. There was a choice to go back last year, but I chose not to because even though the pandemic wasn't as bad as it was that first year, I wasn't taking chances. I don't like being sick. I'm not doing it. But anyways, I decided to go back this year. I went to school the first 2 weeks. I had chorus. But it was transportation issues because my bus was getting there. My course was at the first period, so it ended at 9:45. My bus was picking me up at like 9:20. I would get to the school at like 9:30. I'd sit in class 10 minutes, and then my mom would have to pick me up, or we'll wait for the bus. It'll be like 9:20. She'd have to drive me to the school. Then I'm literally in class for 15 minutes. She'd have to drive me back. Yeah, and that was just the issue for my mom, so we dropped that class. And even then, I didn't talk to anybody. I was really just sitting there, sitting a couple notes, But, like, nobody. When I say nobody. The only thing I did was, like, laugh because this girl was watching. Dang, it might have been Family Feud. Yeah, I'm a Family Feud watcher. And it was fine. But that's literally it. And then I decided to join the dance team. And if you know me, you know. I don't do all that cuckoo stuff, I ain't really no athlete. But I decided to join the dance team because I've been going to Dutchtown since kindergarten, and why not, I've always wanted to be on the dance team, but, where these last 2 years was looking, I was like, no. But I decided to try out, and I'm on the team. We actually have our first, like, really, really big basketball game tomorrow. Eagles Landing versus Dutchtown. Woots, woots. I don't really care for the game. I just want to pop my, do my thing. Point blank. Period. I might end this short because I have things to do and somewhere to be, and then I'll come back and finish it. But I'm going to tell as much as I can right now, so I don't have to do that. I'm on the dance team, and I'm not going to lie, there are girls on the team who I'm like, oh yeah, they're cool, and I was about to lie. I was going to say there's nobody on the team that I don't particularly like. There is nobody on the team that I don't like. It's just like one girl. Some of the stuff she does is annoying. Let me just put it like this. Homegirl don't know what personal space is. And if you know me, I ain't no personal space person. You need to be 6 feet apart, even before COVID. You don't need to be that close to me. I don't like, just not no physical touch type of person. Back up. That's it. But like, it's girls on the team that I really like, oh yeah, they cool, and we might kick it, goof around. But like, when I leave practice and I come home, I don't talk to anybody, and I don't go to school. I do dual enrollment, so all my classes are online, so it's like I really don't talk to nobody. I do my classes. It's no like I have to log in and be in Google Meets or whatever. Like, it's at my own time and my own space. As long as I turn in things and they do that, it's cool. But it's literally, I'm at home, I go to practice, and I come home. And I'm not gonna say being alone has been such a disadvantage. I definitely have learned a lot, but I will say there's definitely disadvantages to it. And I'm gonna get into that when I get back because I have things to do. Yeah, because that's gonna be a longer, more, feelings type of thing. Also, tip, I don't do feelings. Not really a crier, I'm a laugher. Crying situations, I laugh, I crack jokes, is how I deal with things. So, don't expect me to be up on here all emotional and crying. I don't care. I would joke about it till the day I die. Thanks. Thanks. My phone just told me it's on 20%. So I'm gonna go. And then I will be back to tell you the disadvantages and advantages of me being by myself, how my anxiety has affected me, how being depressed for that while has affected me, and how I've been trying to move forward with my life.
3 hours later.
Hey guys, I'm back. It's like 9 something. Yep, it's 9:23 right now. Ignore the mess. I just got back home. I was at my nana's and I did some schoolwork, so that's why, I had to, and if you hear screaming in the background, I'm watching Berleezy on my TV because I like background noise. So, plus I was watching them before I started recording, so yeah, if you hear screaming, that's that. So, where did I leave off? Pros and cons of being alone. One, I isolated myself. So that's that. Like, I stopped texting everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. It was bad. And then with me not going to school, it was bad. But I look cute. I am so sorry, y'all. I don't get dolled up for real like that no more because I don't go anywhere. But since we're going to Target and my name is, I was like, and I look cute with the light and everything. I've been feeling real insecure lately with my skin and stuff, but it looks better than what it did months ago. Anyway, back to the point. Some of the pros of being isolated for me anyway was I learned a lot about myself, what I liked, even style-wise, mentally, where I wanted my life to be. I've always known what I've wanted in the future, like to own my own business, to have a certain lifestyle, but I never really thought about like, simply as what are my goals for next year. I've just never done that. I've made goals for like, in middle school, I always said I was gonna do dual enrollment. And I've never really thought about, what are the steps I could take to make next year a great year. And being isolated, I truly did learn that it's a lifestyle there's a certain lifestyle that I want to have, and there's steps that I can take currently at my age to even get to that lifestyle, to work on myself. And that's another thing that's a pro about being isolated, is I had a lot of time to work on myself and to really sit with myself, not just the good but also the bad, and really figure out some things that I know I personally need to work on. And another pro for being isolated is, I'm not gonna say you reevaluate, but you really have time to like think on situations. What I mean by that is, like even past situations, you really get time to like think about it, sit with whatever emotions you may not, have dealt with, and move on. I know that I'm definitely a person. I don't think I'm looking at the camera. I'm back. Not gonna lie to you. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at myself because I'm recording on my phone. So until I get like an actual camera, you're just gonna have to deal with that, because if I look at that little camera, I promise you, it's gonna be weirder for me than it already is. What was I talking about?
1 hour later.
Okay, I'm gonna just start back up right there. Jesus. Okay. One of the pros is definitely like you get time to really deal with emotions. Okay, now I remember. Wow. I'm definitely one of those people who I don't really deal with my emotions. I kind of hold everything in, and let's just say it really overwhelms me on spot. I'll laugh and make jokes. That's, like I said in the beginning, that's how I deal with things. That's what I do. I laugh, make jokes. So being isolated into myself, I really had time to think on situations, not just like recent situations or like my current predicament, but also things that may have bothered me from when I was a kid. Things I realized are still bothering me that I thought I healed from. So it was really good for, I'm sorry. How do people do this? They just sit here and focus. Okay.
Eventually.
Anyway, it really did help me like think on situations and to deal with emotions, because as much as I dislike to admit, there's definitely a situation that I thought I healed from, and not healed but moved on from. And it's not that I didn't move on, but I just never really separated a feeling from another feeling. A feeling of, I feel like my feeling was attached to the people in that situation, and in this particular predicament, it was okay that I felt the way that I felt, and it had, and it didn't mean that I still wanted something from them. It just meant that, I'm not gonna say a situation, but what I got from it or whatever was, I missed having that friendship of having somebody you can hang out with, having a best friend, having someone that, you know, you can like kick it with, that you talk to all the time, and not be attached to the person who it used to be. I felt like it was more so like I missed that person instead of I just missed that type of friendship, because that's genuinely what it was. Wasn't because I missed the person. I just missed having that friendship. I need some friends, you know? I mean, it's cool being by myself until it's not. Like, you know what I mean? You know, it's cool being by yourself and like really getting to know yourself up until, you know, things like prom kick around, and it's like, what I'm gonna do? Sit there? Yeah, we gonna get into that. But what's another pro? The main pro is basically you learn a lot about yourself when you are by yourself, because you really have to, how do I want to put it? You really have to confront yourself, because there's literally nobody else around. And I feel like when you're by yourself, you notice a lot of your behaviors and stuff like that. Like when the pandemic happened, I don't know how my mom dealt with me. I'm gonna just be for real. Me and her was yelling all the time. And when the pandemic first happened, she texted me. Spooky. But before we started family therapy, we argued a lot. And I'm not gonna say we didn't argue before, because we did, but it wasn't to the extent that it was when the pandemic happened. And she also started going to therapy, and she was healing and, you know, getting better and stuff from that. And I did therapy, but I stopped going because, yeah, it just, it wasn't clicking. Yeah, so when we went to family therapy, can't even lie, it helped us because we used to be arguing all the time. We don't argue like that anymore. I just make fun of her. Always make fun of your parents. So if somebody got something to say to them, they heard it before. Ain't gonna affect them. They just gonna dust their shoulder and walk off. Yeah. Is there any? Oh, and I started way better habits when I was by myself than when I was like before. Even before I stopped talking to everybody before the pandemic, I wasn't the best at keeping habits. I'm still not. I had intentions of working out every other day this month, doing yoga every day, but I ended up getting sick, and after I got sick, I just haven't done it yet. I really need to start it back up. By the time February comes around, or even just the month of February, I'm starting that back up of stretching, doing yoga every day, and working out every other day. Even if I don't feel like it, I'm going to do it. If you know me, you know that I just really, I can't even say if you know me because nobody know me for real no more. That's another thing too. It's really, we gonna get into it, but it's really, but I'm sorry, I got this ring light in my face. It's doing something and it's tripping me out, but it's because the TV is also doing something. I'm fine. But I definitely started better with doing like my face routine and stuff. I still am sometimes. Definitely, I forget about it, and I do it when I remember type of person. I even started journaling, which I'm not gonna say I didn't do before 2023, but it definitely wasn't the best. Because I'm definitely one of those I remember I'll do it type of people, like I said. So I started a thing where I journal twice a month. I've already journaled like 3 or 4 times already. Finding journal prompts on Pinterest. There's a TikTok account that has good journal prompts. Or one of the things I journaled about was literally just getting out like what I wanted. Which is great if you're alone, you ain't got nobody to talk to, or you, like me, even if you did have somebody to talk to, you don't really trust and you don't talk about your emotions, just journal about it. Even if it's a notes in your phone, I started doing that before I started really getting into journaling. Literally go on your notes, type about it. If you really ain't no trusted person, just lock the note. It's that simple. That's ticking me off. Why is there lint moving around in the air? It is what it is. But I also, which is really weird, but it's cool because I've really been loving it. Being organized. As in my space wise, I've always loved organizing, and I reorganize my room every couple months, maybe once a month. Sometimes early in the morning, like at 1 or 2, I just randomly get an urge to redo my room and just move stuff around. I do that. But I got an iPad. My mom is the GOAT, period, for Christmas. And I use Notion. I have a calendar with like events, birthdays. I have a calendar with my homework so I can stay on top of my homework. And then I have a calendar to basically track the things that I'm supposed to do daily, like my morning face routine, my night face routine, yoga, working out, just so I can see what I'm how I'm doing. Also, like, washing my hair, because that's another thing. It's not even when I forget about it. It's literally whenever I feel like it, because that's such a process. I don't want to be, and it's not even the washing my hair part that gets me. It's what am I gonna do with my hair afterwards. So yeah, and I did this before 2023, like literally maybe 2 days after I got my iPad. I started planning, not planning, but I was making a list of the things I wanted in 2023, my goals, even like what I wanted on my birthday, what I was gonna wear, same thing for prom. Not reading lists, stuff like that, you know, and I'm definitely still like up doing it. But if you got an iPad and you don't really know where to start, get Notion. I also do use GoodNotes. I haven't used it for like school or anything yet. I've used it for like writing out some of the things, or like visually seeing the ideas put together of what I wanted on my birthday or what I wanted to wear and stuff. But that's also a good one. Those are the two that I really, really use. As far as like the look of my iPad, like, you know, how I do my apps and stuff, I made a little vision board on Pixar, and I used a widget that puts affirmations on there, and then used Widget Smith to add like a couple pictures. That's literally the look of my iPad. Like, let me get my iPad. Like, this is a little wallpaper. Oh, that's gonna tick me off, but it is what it is. And then bam, and then bam. I would screenshot it and put it on this video, but low-key could care less. But that's that. Now we're gonna talk about the cons. As much as I like to say, you know, it's not that many. There is. The main con is, I mean, pretty obvious. I have nobody to talk to. I don't hang out with anybody. And you could say that, oh, you know, because I used to be real outgoing before the pandemic. You could say, oh, you could text people. Listen, I'm in a weird space mentally where I basically put my life on pause for the last 2 years. I had been doing the same cycle of waking up, doing schoolwork, going to sleep, waking up, doing schoolwork, going to sleep, eat, blah, 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 blah. It's literally been the same cycle over and over and over and over and over. So I'm kind of in this place where I'm trying to move forward with my life and not be stuck in that same cycle. But mentally and socially, I feel like I'm still there. I feel like I'm in this weird space of trying to put my life on play, and the people that I may miss or still want to talk to, excuse me, whew, Jesus. 2 years of their life went by, 2 years that I didn't really talk to them, and I'm in high school, and it's literally true. People change in high school. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's some little switch where y'all decide to switch it up. I don't know, but I knew it's weird because it's not even just like, oh, and y'all can be like, it don't mean nothing, but like the way that they post, the people that they hang around is real different compared to like people they hung around in middle school. So for me, it's weird because it's like, yeah, I talked to them before, but they could be a whole nother person, and then I have to learn a whole nother person, and it's already hard enough to make friends and to want to be social, and then I have to like relearn someone who is my friend, which I don't have a problem with, but I know how awkward I am. I know that I'm not really a social person anymore. Like, so it's real difficult. As much as I would love to say it's easy to just send a text and be like, hey, you know, I miss you, I want to get back close, and we start getting back close. Like, it is different when you actually start conversating, because it's like, what do we talk about? Like, because they might have changed, but I know for a fact I am not the same person that they last talked to. Whoever they last talked to, that version of Madison is so different from what she is right now. I'm not gonna say she's super different, but she's so different. I used to be outgoing and social. I'm not anymore. To myself, I don't talk to anybody. I don't cute with nobody. You know, nobody really know nothing about me except a couple times that I post on Instagram. That's every now and then. So it's definitely a weird space for me. And quite frankly, even if I did reach out to people, it's only like one person I don't want to reach out to. It's the same girl that I don't know since kindergarten. And that's because, like, I'm just being close. But, like, no matter what, that's my homegirl. So, but it's weird because it's like, even with her, I don't know, though. So, don't be worried about it. But, like, it's just a weird space because I feel like I had to re-get to know everybody around me, even the people that I previously knew. Because I don't know, you know, I don't know what's going on with their life. I don't know what they like anymore. I don't really know them anymore. And I know how much I've changed and maybe how different I may be compared to the last time that people have talked to me. So it also puts, it's just a weird space to be in. And it's really difficult when you want to make friends. But yeah, it's just weird. It's really weird. And as much as I would love to say I could just power through it and be like, whatever, the worst she could say is no. I don't care. I don't want to hear no. I'm not right now. Maybe one day I'll power up and send a text. But as of today, no. 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 So that's that. And another con is that's really the main con for me. You know, you don't have nobody to talk to. You don't know nobody. You don't kick it with nobody. You just to yourself. It's definitely bonuses to being to yourself, but that's a really big con. I don't care. It's as equal as them pluses. You know, people can say they love to be alone, but I love to be alone. I don't like feeling alone. I don't like not being able to have somebody to hit up, you know, hey, let's hang out, or be close with anybody. I really do miss that type of friendship, that type of, because that brings some happiness and some joy and some meaning into your life. Like right now, the current thing that's really got me going for life is dance. I'm over school. I love my family, but they're all adults, and I'm a teenager. It's like, it's just, you know. So, it's just really, really weird. What else do I want to say? Oh, and it's also definitely a very hard way of thinking if you think like me, because it almost feels like social media doesn't really portray how people are in real life, but it sometimes feel like you kind of are watching people's lives going and going and going and going, and then you're just kind of in this constant rut. Yeah, that's very frustrating, especially for a person like me, because I'm not gonna say I wasn't in a rut before all of this, but it wasn't as noticeable to me as it is now. Like now, I feel like I'm constantly in this rut of feeling like, okay, I felt like I took like a step forward, but I also feel like I'm still in that place where I was 5 steps back. And before this, I never really had to worry about, I didn't think about the steps that I felt like I was taking back, because it felt like it was always something around to keep me kind of going. Whether it was my friends, whether it was, you know, school or something. Now I kind of feel like everything that really kept me going is just going bad. Like every aspect that was really had me going for life is just going downhill. Started off with socializing, then school. Everything just went bad, okay? The pandemic happened, everything went bad. It's not like it wasn't bad before, but it just got real noticeable when the pandemic happened, because like I said, you have to sit with everything. Like, you can't ignore the fact, you can't ignore the fact that now the things that weren't so obvious because you always had something taking your attention is very obvious now. Like, I can't ignore that. Like, I can't ignore the fact that school makes me miserable, you know? I mean, I'm not gonna say I've always been miserable at school. Elementary school. School was a thing that made me happy. I love going to school. Middle school, it got real depressing real fast. Like, who wants to be here? You know, I'm only coming to kick it with my friends. That's it. And especially for me, a con, I'm not gonna say it's a con of Iceland, but a con of the predicament, or like the way that I'm feeling, is I feel like everything that was kind of put me at a high is at a low. Like with school, I used to be a straight A student. In middle school, I started becoming like an A-B student. In high school, it was like, okay, A-B. I had like 2 C's, but they were like high C's, and then I did dual enrollment, and it just so happened that it was around the time where I think my anxiety got bad. The first half of the semester, I could care less about my grades. I'm not even gonna hold you. I could absolutely care less about school, about turning in my work, about grades. I still turned in, but I could absolutely care less. And I noticed it, and I was able to get my grades up, but it was nothing. I was able to get my grades up, but it's still like, if you know me, I'm not gonna say not if you know me, but if you knew me, you knew that I was a smart girl, and I'm still smart, but like, that was the one thing that no matter what was going on in my life was really what put me on top, was really what, I'm not gonna say brag on, but I could. The word was in my head and it went away, but y'all know what I mean. It was that, okay? It was that no matter what, I always had that I was smart. Nobody could, you think you prettier than me? I don't care, I'm smarter than you. Like, it was always my thing, and I loved it being my thing, because no matter what, like, even if my grades might have been B's, who cares? I'm smart just as you. It's just that who cares about school at this point? We're like near grown. You really think I want to sit up in this classroom, listen to some teacher talk in my house at that? You're talking in my house, and you really think I'm gonna pay attention? No, I'm gonna get up, give me some snacks, and I'll be back. Like, be so for real. But y'all get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, that's definitely the gist. And what else was really going for me? Oh, I have friends. I don't anymore. I was goofy and lively. I'm still goofy. I'm not really lively. I just sit on my phone, and if I'm not on my phone, I'm on my iPad. And if I'm not on my iPad, I'm watching TV. If I'm not watching TV, I'm at practice. If I'm not at practice, I'm asleep. It's as simple as that. But I would suggest, if you are not to the point where I am, let's just say you're just slowly not talking to people, slowly losing interest in everything, please talk to somebody. If you have a friend that you really trust, tell them. If you don't like telling your business, you don't have to tell them everything, but tell them the gist of it. Tell them, you know, hey, I'm not gonna be the most socialized person. It's just things going on. I'm not really feeling like myself. But I don't want you to take anything personal. If I don't reply to your text, if we stop talking like that, I still want to, you know, kiki and be cool and hang out and stuff. I'm just not in the best headspace, you know. Have somebody that you can keep around to hang out with, to talk to, somebody who's a really true friend, who understands and can be patient with you in a time and a place where you really need somebody to be patient with you. Because I know I feel like the world just wasn't being patient with me. It just kept going and going and going. I'm like, dang, you know, just leave me then. So, like, definitely find somebody that can be patient with you. And if you feel like it's getting really, really bad, talk to somebody. Even if it's journaling, talk to yourself. Even if it's sitting in your room talking to yourself, do it. Who cares if you look crazy? Like, what's the worst that can happen? Somebody think you cuckoo? Who cares? I know I started doing it. I've never looked back at these videos, quite frankly, but record yourself on your phone. I have a couple of videos where I literally recorded myself talking about the things that I wanted or the things that were bothering me at the moment. They're not really like, you know, what you see on TikTok where you're like crying and stuff. No, it's literally just me talking the way that I am now, except not in detail. I'm trying to be like real in detail because this may go out to the public and I want people to relate. I want people to feel like they're not alone, because I know I feel like I was alone in this whole ride of having anxiety and not being social. I was like, dang, just me? Okay. Oh, I know what I was gonna talk about. Prom. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not finna lie to you. I'm going because it's an excuse to look cute, but I'm not looking forward to it because, like I said, I don't talk to anybody. I don't kick it with anybody. Yeah. That's the problem me and my mom run into. We like butting heads. Cause like, here's the thing. She wants me to go with one boy. I get it. I would want to go with him too, because I do. But you know, I'm not really betting on him to ask me. So I'm really just betting on going by myself. And let's just say some random dude does ask me. I'm not going with no random dude. I don't want to be like 10, 15, 20 years down the line talking to my kids. We flipping through old pages. We get to my prom picture and he's cut out or his face is blurry. Be so for real. We're grown. If I go to prom, I want to be with somebody who cool, who 20 years down the line, let's say we had some random beef, I could still say, oh, he was a good dude at the time. You know, I'm not trying to go with Mr. Wannabe player pimp and now I gotta cut him out my picture. No. And I'm not going with some dude who can't dress. When we go to prom, we're supposed to be one double. I don't know what's up with y'all going to prom with like two singles. That's not how this works. If I go to prom with a dude, let's just say by some random odd out the blue, never in a lifetime chance that a random dude asks me, I say yes. If I don't care, he's never gonna see my dress till the day prom happens, but I'm seeing his outfit. I don't care. I need to try on everything. You're not finna look a fool and go to prom with me. I look good, you look good, we look good. That's the whole deal. If he looks stupid or he like one of them boys who like to have their pants, their ankle be here, their pants be here, we're not going to prom together. Find you a new date. I don't care. Cry about it. Be a big baby. I could care less. You're not gonna look stupid with me and we're going to prom. Cause if it's one thing about me, if we dressing up, we dressing up. I look good. You're not finna downplay my look good because you want to look stupid. People rating our picture. They like, oh, she look good, but he looks stupid. No, we supposed to look good together. We a package tonight, you know. And you know, prom is from like 7 to 11. So not only do I not talk to anybody, and I'm going, I had to be there for that long when I don't want to go. And the ticket is like $135, so I can't like stay 30 minutes and leave. That's $135, and then as much as a dress costs. It's like $500, $600 for a dress that I'm only gonna wear once. It's ridiculous, honey. You know how expensive it is being a girl? Men have the nerve to complain. Boy, if you don't buy your $5 suit and get on. And I can't be with no dude who try to switch it up and it looks stupid. I'd rather his mama dress him, cause you need to be so serious right now. I mean, so serious. And if the dude who I would want to go with somebody else, I just pray he asks her what color she wearing before they go. Before he decides to ask her, he need to ask her what color she wearing. All men need to do this. Whatever girl you think you're going to prom with, ask her what color she's wearing. Cause it's one thing for her to look stupid in a highlighter dress, but for the both of y'all to look stupid. Have you seen that when they be wearing the highlighter unicorn dresses and the boys be trying to match? They don't match. No, babe, your orange is like 2 shades off. Your unicorn ain't matching her unicorn. Y'all ain't My Little Pony. Like, I be feeling so bad for them. And they just be cheesing and smiling like they cute. You're not. She ain't, you ain't. Be so for real. You only gonna go to prom twice if you're lucky. So, you know, may not want to go to your second one because she made you look stupid on your first one. That's on you. Because you can't say I didn't give you a warning. I gave you a clear warning. And what's even crazier, it seems like everybody on my Instagram is so excited. So excited. I'm not. I be wanting to put, I'm not. Prom can wait. Yep, it can wait. Whew. Between that and my birthday, that's another con. You know how boring it is to, like, on your birthday not do anything? I mean, I'm not gonna say I was doing things before, but I at least had like a friend or something to like come over for a little bit. You know how boring it is on your birthday to get cute, take a couple pictures, go back in the house? I didn't even do that last year. I took professional pictures like a month ahead of time, so my pictures will be ready by the time of my birthday. And on my birthday, I laid in bed and replied to happy birthday messages. Yeah. It's not as, no. See, no. And I'm just now realizing this video is gonna be long as crap. This little clip alone is 35 minutes. I didn't even know I could talk that much. Cause who's really gonna sit up here and watch 40 minutes of me talking about like, I don't know, stuff. Like, be so for real. But if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I might edit this and then just tell my mama to post it, like on my account, but tell her to post it. I literally started doing that with messages and stuff. 2 times out of 10, it's been a couple of times where I would type the message, I would tell my mama to hit the send button. I literally did that with the group meet for my dance team. Like, one of the first times I ever actually typed in there, I typed up the message and I told her to hit the send button. Now, I would hit the send button. But before, I would tell her to hit the send button. Because this is weird, you know. I ain't texted nobody outside my mama and my sister and old boy. So, like, it's weird texting. It's even weird texting them. I don't be wanting to reply. It's not even like I don't even be wanting to reply. It's just like, dude, I gotta text back. And it's so hard thinking of what to text. After what you doing, I'm gonna be a friend. if we texted this past year, that's literally like only one person. But if we texted this past year and I take like 20 minutes to reply, that is not because I am doing something. It is because I've literally been sitting there thinking for that whole 20 minutes trying to figure out what to text. If we get past what you doing, how was your day, how have you been, I promise you, if I'm putting that's cool and stuff, it's not because I don't want to talk to you. It is literally just because I cannot think of anything else to say. Because like, what are you talking about? The sky is blue. We know that. Like, you want to hear about my trauma? Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? And I ain't got nothing to talk about. Like, so like, what do you want? Like, be so for real. That's why I don't like texting people. They always want to talk. Just shut up. Please, give me 30 minutes. I gotta recollect my thoughts. Like, And I don't like FaceTime either. I'm finna just start lying and say I like it just so I can talk to people again. Like, I really don't like FaceTime because, like, what are we supposed to talk about? I be wanting to be on the phone the whole time and we just quiet. Like, shut up. Do something. Why you want me to talk to you the whole time? I don't want to talk the whole time. I can't think that well, okay? Like I said, after how you been, how was your day, my brain goes blank. B-L-A-N-K. Blank. Okay? B-L-A-N-K. Did I spell that right? I think I did. I'm sorry if y'all think it's weird. I keep sticking my tongue out. I don't know why I keep doing it. I'm loving it though. Probably when I edit this, there's gonna be a lot of clip outs because I keep pausing and stuff, and I don't think I'm gonna put all of this in the video. I'm gonna put the main parts, but I keep pausing and stuff because I can't think straight, and because I keep doing that tongue thing, and because like this is just literally how I talk in real life. I just take breaks and stuff. But yeah, so if I happen to put this on YouTube and you want to be friends, I was really finna lie. If I already follow you on Instagram and you want to be friends, I was about to lie again. If we follow each other on like Instagram and you want to be friends, DM me. But do not talk to me like we don't know each other. Just talk to me like we've been friends for like 10 years already. Because I promise you, if we start off like that, you're gonna understand why I said I don't talk to nobody and I'm dry and boring. So like, don't do that. Just talk to me like we've been friends already. Like we've been friends. Like, girl, guess what old boy did? What he do? Like, do that, please. Don't just start replying to my story if I post. I might start replying to yours, you know. But don't text me like we're strangers, because I promise you that conversation gonna end right then and there. Yep. We're gonna text that one day. We're not gonna text again. I'm giving you a warning. I'm letting you know. So if we already follow each other, you can always DM me. Even if we see each other in person, don't just walk up to me. I got anxiety, number one. Number two, I really don't do that. And I don't like people in my personal space. And three, that'll just creep me out, okay? Don't do that. I was gonna lie. I was really gonna lie. If we already are like, let's say we already knew each other before, we just didn't talk, and he said what's up to me or talk to me like we already know each other, that's cool. If we DM on Instagram and then you walk up to me and be like, hey girl, that's cool. Now, if, let's say, I'm about to give a bad example. Like anybody on my dance team, literally if they just message me and talk to me like some regular homegirl, I would respond. Like, dude, I'm not doing anything. I would be happy. Like even if it's as simple as you just need somebody to talk to, you need somebody's perspective who don't know you, just fresh on it, I'm here because, like, I know how I feel, girl. I know how I feel. So, yeah, I just want to be that kind of... Okay, I'm so... I can't focus. But I just want to be that kind of, like, outlet, you know, for other people. You know? Want to be the outlet that I currently don't have. My only outlet right now is dance. And I'm getting better, but I'm still not really socializing, so that's that. And if I post this will be the first time that I admit it to anybody outside of oh boy and my mama, and that's it. That, like, you know, mentally I'm not the best, and that I have anxiety. That's weird. It's so weird. Anyways, this clip is now 42 minutes long. I apologize if you didn't want to sit through this long video. If you want to. I mean, it's too late for me to say this. I don't know what's wrong with me, but for future videos, if I can continue to do this or post this, just fast forward it, because I literally do that with other people's videos. Except for Ricky. I love me some Ricky. She's like one of the only YouTubers that I don't fast forward their videos. But like when it comes to people just straight up talking, when it comes to people talking, I literally fast forward. I don't even know how y'all, I don't know, I fast forward. People who don't respect to you, you have some weird focus that I don't have. After 5 minutes of all that, you need to hurry up and wrap this video, like, bro. But I'm going to go because, like I said, this is 43 minutes and 56 seconds long, and this is literally just me saying pros and cons and all that good cheesy jazz. What do YouTubers say? Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Don't be like me, big and can't breathe. Okay. Dude, I'm gonna know for real. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, continue to watch. I don't know when I'm gonna put up a video, but I'm gonna try to start recording. I might start doing vlogs and get ready with me, simple stuff like that, just to really get me into this and to maybe help with my anxiety about being social and stuff and all that jazzy stuff. But thanks for watching. Have a good day. Like, subscribe, post notifications, all that good jazzy stuff. And so sis.